We're gonna starve.
So when we last left off, the party had decided to drop out of the drift on their way to Castrovel in order to stop in at Akaton to possibly pick up supplies and see what can happen from there. There was a little bit of shenanigans that had happened, and when we last left off, everyone had gone to sleep as they traveled through the drift. And that's where we're going to pick up. So, you guys are sleeping. Everything's good, and Bama, you start to get a on your alarm.
I just kind of like look at my arm and then look at the computer.
You look at the computers, and it's saying that you're gonna drop out of the drift in about 15 minutes.
Right on. Okay.
You guys are actually really close.
God damn.
You're about maybe 12 hours.
You never
it
sleep
had been a long
good.
time since you guys. It had been a long time since you guys had actually taken a long rest. So I'm gonna say that you guys rested a little bit longer than the standard 8. So you guys have been resting for maybe about 12 hours or so.
And we take a full heal for that, right?
Yeah, everyone is your full heal.
Full
you got
resources.
all your resolve points back. You got all your stamina, everything.
No. Okay, cool.
I like texting.
I think this is like the first time we've been fully healed since we began.
This is the first time we've rested.
Yeah, this is the first time you guys have rested.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, Maz, when you wake up, you see me catering over you. Probably like doing your bandages and stuff like that.
That's weird. I wake up and just... I just kind of give you this...
I'm just replacing your bandages and stuff like that.
He doesn't know what...
He doesn't. Lennox doesn't even say anything. He just finishes what he's doing.
What do you...
Walks away. Walks out. You got fresh bandages.
Fresh bandages.
Face bandages.
And then he gets up and walks out.
So, Bama, you kind of, you go through the computer, you're just checking all the systems, making sure everything's okay. Everything seems to be alright. You're kind of checking the security cameras. Most of the slaves, a bunch of them are sleeping. Some of them are just kind of hanging out. Everything seems to be quiet and okay.
Okay.
I feel like I'm being adopted as like the crew, like the party, like dog almost. Like
yeah, you're definitely a kind of mascot.
Like, put my my name on the name tag and fix some bandages. Like she's getting weirdly defensive and huggy over trying. Like it's all just it's entertaining. I'm amused at the way I'm being treated.
I'm gonna go check on the go talk to the freaking people in the back in the cargo and stuff like that.
I'm gonna pop on our personal comms,
and
I'll just say, hey, we're gonna be dropping out in 15 minutes. We'll be in Akaton pretty soon here. We have proper clearance, right?
It's not so much like you don't really need clearance. It's more like I said, Akaton, as you know, is
a shifty place.
It's a shifty, lawless place.
Yeah.
You can essentially land anywhere. However, if you land at a docking port, and if you pay the proper amount and you kind of grease the right palms, your stuff will not be messed with. Your ship will be refueled.
Can I roll a personal? Can I roll my profession? Just like if it's kind of a shitty place, am I familiar with this place at all?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a profession.
14.
You've done some work out of Akaton before
Okay.
for some of the crime bosses and stuff like that. People are just kind of like, hey, I need a guy, take care of it, or bring a person to me, sort of thing. You haven't spent a lot of time on Akaton. More or less, you've kind of gone there, gotten your job.
Do I know that we're going to Akaton yet? Probably not.
I don't know.
Yeah. I already told everybody over the comms.
Same concept.
Oh wait, I think you were asleep.
Oh yeah.
No, you don't. Wait, I just said we'll be at Akaton.
Go ahead and roll it anyways. Just roll a profession.
So
how much time you've spent on Akaton?
Me?
No.
I walk into the
18.
cockpit.
18. You haven't done any. You've never been to Akaton. You've been Akaton adjacent. You know about Akaton a little bit, but you haven't done any work there.
It's like you
do
know
I
it
have any
third
extra
hand,
cousins
secondhand.
who? Do I have any extra cousins
Yes,
who like
we do.
work on the
Yeah, I think that's isn't it
in
the rule
the
book? I
on a
think-
docking
yeah.
port or whatever?
Cousins everywhere.
Well,
Go ahead. Shoot, what would this be? There's no like personal connections.
Family.
Roll a family check. Roll a family check.
well, what I would say is that most likely
Charisma?
she knows.
No.
Profession smuggler.
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and roll a smuggler.
Okay.
Check.
Probably.
See if you know. If anybody that you know.
21.
21. Yeah, you know that. You're actually not your cousin. Your actual brother. At least last you heard, you haven't been back to Akaton in quite some time. It's been a while since you've been there. But when you left, your brother had just gotten a job there.
Cool.
Working at the docks.
Cool. Hey guys, my brother actually works at a place, and first of all, we can use this connection. Second of all, I'd really like to see him. So can we stop there at that one?
So this is happening in the cockpit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. After
I
the exchange. After that
Does he have any
exchange,
food?
Probably. I don't know.
Solid.
In walks
Let's
me.
do it.
This is in the city of Arl. Is where
How do we
where
spell
your family lives. ARL.
How many seats are there in the bridge?
In the bridge?
In the cockpit?
Not one big enough for you.
Well, that's
You can sit on the floor.
There's 5.
Okay.
It's a pretty big bridge. It's a decent sized ship. It
Yeah.
can, you know.
Okay. So after the little exchange, I walk in and just be like, hey, what's it called? Akaton?
Akaton.
Like, Akaton, I know this place. I did some work here a few years back, and I just start going on, like, I just start talking like, we did some jobs for my old buddy Tiggs. Me and Tiggs go way back. You know, we used to fight, we used to do, protection jogs for him.
Do you know where his comms? Like, do you know his comm?
Nah, he's dead. He died years ago. You know, job went bad. We were transporting.
That's something that you should really lead with.
Some sort of drug. I can't remember.
Moss.
It was real bad.
Moss.
Huh?
You're rambling.
None of this matters. I'm so
as
sorry.
As you guys have this conversation, all of a sudden, just you feel the engine.
Here we
opens
go.
up and kind of envelops the ship and kind of and you jump out of the drift. And before you is this large, mostly red planet that is before you.
All right, you have a.
Like I said, what you guys know about Akaton, like I said, especially Diz living there. So Akaton used to be one of the crowning jewels. Used to be one of the richest places in all of the Pact Worlds before it was the Pact Worlds. Back when it was just the Galarian
My
system.
God, it's Detroit.
However, once the
fuck, you're not wrong.
and they
That's the worst
mostly
part.
made all of their money from
Space Detroit.
Wasn't it
what was
mining?
The name there.
Do they make cars?
No, what they did,
General Star
they
Ships.
have a, there's a very
General
rich supply
jump
of
drives.
Theristin, which is the mineral used for standard space fuel.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I remember
However,
this.
ever since the arrival of the drift, the need for standard fueling for standard space travel has declined immensely.
Does the
it can
drift
still be used still be used for a lot of other things.
Does
but
a
the main use was for standard spaceflight, and most of it can still be used for some of the seedier types. They don't like to use the drift as much as it is a little bit more hazardous and dangerous, and it's very, very widely policed by the stewards. The stewards are the overall police force of the entire Pact World system.
They're like the federales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it still can be used, and it's still profitable.
The
However,
federales.
the main
I don't know why I went straight there.
And then also at some point during the gap, Akaton lost probably about 85% of its atmosphere, so it is
Ooh.
a mostly red, dead planet. So
Yay!
there's lots of areas where
Dope.
it's a little harder to breathe there. On Akaton, the atmosphere is really thin. It's still breathable and you can still get along. It just takes a minute to acclimate oneself to it, especially if you're not living there regularly.
Yeah.
So that's what you know about Akaton,
Okay.
as far as like Akaton as the planet itself.
Yeah, I get it. All right. So, do you know the comms information for your brother?
So, when we approach here, I'm just going to hand out the credits and stuff like that we got. So each of you guys got 150 credits.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Do I know the comm info for my brother?
You would, once you get in, you know that like you could probably do a general comm to the actual docking port, but you're pretty sure, like at least at the time, your brother didn't have any, like he was just a standard dock worker. He wasn't anything special. He wasn't
Got it.
a dock master or anything. He worked at the dock.
Now you find out
That's
he's
the
king of the planet.
Yeah.
I hope so. That would make everything a lot easier.
I don't
Is he
actually
king
know
of
how
the
much
planet?
gold I have.
Hope so. Probably not.
That would be.
Probably not. My
No,
family
'cause we
doesn't
got
have
our
very good
stuff
luck.
back, didn't
You guys got all your stuff back. So I think collectively, I'll tell you what, just for brevity's sake, collectively you guys have about 1,000 credits.
we?
Woo.
Wow.
Collectively,
Right on.
between
Oh.
the four of you.
Wow. That's less than
Zen.
What's 1,000 divided by
Huh?
4?
Plus whatever you found.
250.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
out of your
Yeah.
guys' stuff.
So another 250 on top of all ours?
Yeah. So minus the stuff that you guys found on the muck
Hmm.
from your personal stores before you got captured, the stuff that you were able to recover, I'll say, is about 1,000 credits, and then whatever you found from the muck itself.
Well.
So whatever we had plus
Collectively.
250.
Whatever we have plus 250. Still,
So
yeah.
308.
Yeah.
I have 308 credits.
It sounds like I have like 400.
Which is not a bad amount of credits. It's it's nowhere near gonna get you into like, into the more or the marrow, and it's definitely not gonna get you into the sanguine fountain, which is the casino. However,
Casino?
Oh, I want to go to the casino.
Oh, I was afraid of this. The
uh,
minute you guys said casino, I was like,
Moss has a gambling problem. I think I
Really?
established that.
Oh
Sounds
yeah,
weird.
that's
in
right.
the thing. I'm bad at it.
you're not sharing it.
But his money.
no.
Or just other
I think it
info.
has. I don't know. I'm not gonna.
But
meta that.
anyway, so let's head for the dock that my brother used to work at.
So you
Yeah.
guys are gonna head to the city of Arl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys pull in, and as you're approaching the atmosphere, you guys get that the whole shit begins to shake as you're entering into the thin atmosphere. There's a little bit of burn back and everything. It's not as bad as some other planets. You kind of punch through the atmosphere, and what you see before you is just a large, mostly red, gold, white planet. No vegetation, hardly anywhere to be seen. Large swirling storms of orange and yellow lightning off in the distance as you're kind of pulling around. It's all flat and rocky.
Now you said that there was a there's a different race that lives on Akaton.
There's several different races
Yeah, but
that are native to Akaton.
yeah, but they would
Most races all live.
maybe
there's a
be
bunch.
accepting of, because you said that there was something of a ex-slave camp. on
There's
Akaton.
a rumor. You
Yeah.
know of a rumor that there might be some sort of underground railroad-esque type organization that could help to get slaves into a standard regular life throughout the Pact Worlds or outside of into the Outer Rim.
Okay.
You don't know anything for sure. You have just heard those rumors. But on the planet of Akaton, pretty much
It's not a good dropping point. 'Cause
everything is taken with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Because it is one of those, like, it's a lawless city where anything is technically anything could be true and everything could be false at the same time.
Yep.
It's a rumor mill.
It's
All
a
right,
rumor mill.
so-
It's run by, like I said, it's run by mob bosses and criminals. That's who mostly runs everything outside of the Marrow.
So we have landed at this point, correct?
We are.
So you are you kind of pulling around. Do a piloting check for me.
19 without any boosts.
19.
So that'd be 30.
You kind of
Jesus.
30.
Wow.
So you're like, oh, this is it feels good to finally be back behind the helm of a ship. This is what you were born to do, Bama. You know, like, this is what you were like.
Drive dump.
You know how to do
space dump trucks.
this. You're so unsure
I'm
about
gonna start
everything
calling them
that's happened
airplanes
over
again.
the past month and a half, but just being back behind the helm of a ship kind of gives you this bolstering of confidence and this feeling of knowing what to do.
Yeah.
As you kind of fly around, you kind of pull out, as you're pulling up to this large, what looks to be a bustling city. You see all these other ships just kind of in and out of this large, kind of flat city made of what looks to be like pale, colorless stone. Small buildings that are kind of makeshift and everything. There's a section of the city that is all just what looks to be like piles of trash, essentially put together in almost like this rat city, sort of like compost of like just barrows of things stacked upon each other. As these pile up across. As you look out the window,
I'm so excited to be home.
Is this
you guys
You're
look
from
out
here?
the window.
Yeah.
You see these large
Both of us are.
six-legged creatures, just kind of small, tiny, just running across
Okay.
the expansive desert. And as you look behind, there's this large mound, which from a distance doesn't look that big, but is perspective-wise is probably bigger than your ship of mounded dirt that is chasing after them.
Oh, so it has giant space worms of some sort or something. It's the sand sharks from Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so as you're kind of pulling in,
on
you see
PC
this
so bad.
It's pretty good.
on the comms.
First, I will roll perception. We have officially landed, correct?
You are not landed. You are pulling into.
we're in
But
We're
I can get a good view
Yeah.
of like the docking station
Yeah,
and
yeah.
its surroundings.
You're kind of pulling up to the city of Arl.
Okay, perception. Let's just say that is good because it is. Yeah, +5, so that's a 19. Do I see any cheap restaurants?
Being from Akaton, even longer than Diz, you moved away from Akaton far before Diz did.
Yeah.
You know that there's plenty of places to eat. You're kind of hoping that your favorite place and what they have is they kind of specialize in roasted skish, which is this small kind of the mix between a rodent and a large larva of sorts.
A larva
Delicious.
rodent?
Yeah,
Delicious,
So it's
delicious.
like a rat worm.
So I'm gonna hit the comms.
yeah.
Cannibalism at its best there.
And,
Hello, hello, ship.
It's all fucked
yeah,
up.
yeah. I don't know how I feel about that, but we're gonna get to that later.
So you just hear on the comms like, please designate docking.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Will you be docking with us tonight?
Yes. What is his name?
Figo.
Fido?
Figo.
Does Figo still work there?
Where are you docking?
What?
Figo!
Can you put Figo on?
I'm his sister!
I'm gonna jump on the comment this
The
morning.
mic goes silent for a minute.
Let me handle this!
Docking
Let me
station,
handle
this. is
this.
naming. Docking station, this is the
Mine is
naming.
just silent. There is no docking bay Sigo. What? Figo, what is happening?
All right, that's fine. And I know that this is from the city, correct?
Yeah,
That
it's
we're letting them-
coming from.
Oh.
Yeah, we plan to dock for at least 2 days.
All right.
Just
you have
refueling
any- you have
standard
anything to
maintenance.
declare?
Yes.
A few 80 slaves illegally
We got
escaped.
we got a couple well, we were having a party. And
Can I make a bluff check? Can I?
Nope.
Can you
started
save
It's
this
his
awful situation?
Unless you're going to interrupt him.
Oh yeah, I nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 15, have +7, so it's cool.
Bluff.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is
we were having a little bit of a party, so there's kind of a lot of people on board, and we need to make sure that they are properly fed on our way to Castroville. So, I will declare that.
You know what? I don't get paid enough. I don't care. Just land.
Sweet. All right.
Just park your rust bucket. Because I imagine it's a bit of a rust bucket.
It's not the prettiest ship.
It is
also
a cargo ship we stole from a mining planet run by ice.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that they know that this is stolen from the mining
Somewhere.
planet. Yeah. Because we have designations.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
So I'll just go along with it and be like, yeah, we were having a party at the muck with some officials.
So you pull in. Docking bay 77 is open.
Okay. I'm going to set out comms to the entire ship and just be like, hey, we did just dock. Please stay on the ship until further notice. It can be dangerous out there, so we just want to make sure that you guys are taken care of. And I'll drop off the comms, and then I'll just pretty much go beeline for the beeline right out.
I follow. I'm leaving the ship immediately. It's
So like
me and Bama are alive. Going. I'm hungry.
you kind of you land the ship, just kind of take a minute to shut everything down.
Yeah.
You open up the
Take the keys out.
back bay, and you walk out. And the second you walk out of the thing, the heat just kind of hits you. Once again, you've been here before, but briefly. You two are a little bit more used to it, but like,
I'm a lizard. I imagine I'd probably like it, to be honest.
It's been a while since you've been here, so you're just like, oh, I forgot how tepid it can be. Go ahead and roll just a Constitution for me. Alex.
I pass out.
This plan doesn't seem so.
What'd you get?
Face
I got
first.
1.
I told you to stay on the
Oh.
ship.
One.
Damn it.
So yeah, so like you don't pass out, but you walk out, and you guys notice like he's an android. Hot, cold, shit. But
Yeah.
You look at him
that
and
a thing?
as he walks out, he's just like.
Okay, buddy. It's cool.
It's
gonna-
not cool.
I give
Actually,
him a
it's
nice
hot.
hearty slap on the back, just like feels good to be on a regular planet again, don't it? And
And
I'm just gonna go back to the ship
Yeah,
and
I'm
close the door.
kind of
and just
edging
stay
him
in
towards
there.
the door.
You
Yeah.
guys figure it out.
Oh,
Well,
God.
you go back.
With planets
You grab
or-
you grab one of your one
Well,
of
I
your-
have one suit that controls it all. Because remember we decided that you do
Oh,
multiple
do you?
suits? Yeah.
Okay. Well, you you punch some buttons. You're like, shit! I didn't realize it was that hot here.
Yeah, I'm still just going back into the ship and I'll just hang out there.
Oh, you're not
Do
gonna
their
go
thing.
out with
Yeah.
everybody.
I really hope
Okay.
that he doesn't take off without us.
So Lennox starts to walk back into the ship, just like, nope, I'm out.
All right, buddy. Seems like a plan.
I immediately,
And-
after slapping him on the back, slap the tiny little rodent on the back. It's like, so what's the best place to find food around here? I'm starving.
Oh, I got a place.
So
Don't worry
as you guys
about
are
that.
walking up,
We can go to my parents' house.
We'll
this,
get there.
Sounds
this,
great.
My
this
mom will
skinny,
feed us
this
home-cooked
skinny,
food.
Ishrin
Wow.
walks up to you guys. So, welcome to Akaton.
Thank you.
Thank
I see that You
you.
got nothing to declare.
Well, we declared
Hey!
people.
Well,
Do you declare people? I guess so. Customs.
Yeah, you have to declare people.
Um,
and he kind of just like looks at you and he kind of. It's not so much a clearing of the throat. It's more like a.
It's just a gross sound.
I'm gonna beep
And
the
he
lock.
kind of puts his hand out like, I see you have nothing to declare.
oh.
One of you just has to look at me the right way, and I will intimidate the shit out of this.
Yeah, we do have something to declare. You see this big scary lizard here?
He kind of looks at Maz.
I've seen him rip somebody's face off.
Hang on 1 second. I gotta. Oh no! Okay, so here's what happens. He does that, and I roll a 1. So
Ugh,
I'm
fuck.
not gonna try. I just suddenly got nothing. Like he points me out, puts me in the spot, and the spot just like,
Kind of
and I
and he has his hands like, that's.
and I put on like a really weak like growly noise, like
Yeah, I'll take out.
Just
So,
didn't-
how-
And he kind of looks back, and there's all these turrets.
I didn't do well.
And all these guards.
You put me on the
you know,
spot,
walking around,
and I
like,
failed.
I'll give him 50 credits. Is that what he's looking
You
for?
have nothing to declare.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's fucking looking for a bride
And he
because he's
kinda-
an asshole.
Snaps his fingers, and all these skittermen are just like kind of run out, and they start grabbing hoses and kind of plugging them in.
Refueling shit and whatever.
Yeah, all these little tiny skittermanders just run out like all crazy, and you guys are now on Akaton in the
Alright.
city of Oral.
Ooh.
All right.
I'm going to wherever the food is, whether
It's in my parents'
some sort of diner,
house.
or she ends up
Let's
bringing
go!
like her cousin and a giant
Come on.
murder lizard
Come
to
on.
her parents' home.
Come on, everybody. I
I'm-
know the way.
I'm totally
After I
down.
seen that he's bribed the guard and friggin' took off, or once these guys take off.
Oh, God. I fucking knew it.
Well,
I might
everything
go
always
find
works
someone
out in the end.
To do up our ship.
God, you are weirdly.
What do you mean by do up the ship?
I'm just
Like-
happy to be.
Like fuel
I
it up,
know,
or
you're
like
Like friggin'
weirdly
like,
optimistic
so
about
this
all
way,
of this.
friggin', like, it's not stolen from friggin' whatchamacallit.
Okay.
I mean,
It's-
it doesn't look stolen to begin with.
yeah, but
So-
I mean,
I mean,
Like,
I'm sure
It's a
there's
heavily modified ship.
work to do to make it. a
Yeah,
lot
I mean,
less.
yeah, you
I'm
can
making
always
paperwork
upgrade.
legit, basically. Or
I would say that is a completely noble, in quotes, cause.
Okay.
for him to go
Um,
on.
in other words, that's what I'm gonna attempt to do.
So,
Falsify
so are you
reports.
just walking around? Are you
documents
gonna
or-
talk to somebody or?
Well, yeah. I'm definitely gonna walk out and friggin' try to like rub elbows and stuff like
So,
that. So
you kind of like after they leave, you wait like 15 minutes or so, and you kind of see the as you walk out, you see this here, and it's like that one needs to go, and he's kind of delegating, pointing around. Seems like he'd be at least the guy to talk to,
yeah.
or at least
so,
to start with.
yeah. So in which case I'm gonna approach him. Just be like, great sir.
Oh, hello, android.
Yes.
That
Yes,
ship, yes.
Yes, in fact, actually, that's my ship, of course. So, it's called the Nemur, in fact, and it's been recently purchased. But the problem seems to be that the documents are missing.
Oh, that is a common problem. Missing documentation for ships.
Yes.
Such a pain in the neck, isn't it?
Oh yes, of course.
I can definitely point you in the right direction.
I would very much
Oh my
appreciate
God,
this.
thanks. Slime balls.
Obviously.
Can't handle it.
can't do it for.
Oh no, of course not, sir. Sir, not at all.
Obviously, gentlemen of our code will definitely rub each other.
I just picture the
Yes.
episode of Always Sunny when they're pretending to be British and it's like, flourish the pinky, yes!
Oh, there's definitely a piece of airs and falseness about this.
Oh,
movie.
oh.
Yeah,
They're wagging their
this
dicks
is called
around.
Thieves' Cant, alright?
So, if you would like.
As soon as we're out of earshot, I'm just gonna be like, I don't really like that guy.
I like to look at the bandages on my hands like, it seems okay.
How much is this charge?
I could perhaps set you up with a proper documentation for 100 credits.
Why, of course. 100 credits.
Very well.
It seems fairly cheap. It's like a fair price.
And you'll put in good word for me, for it.
With the people. Whoa, Cody.
It's hard to
Whoa.
read his weird alien
Trying to
black
get to the
face
actual screen.
of a Sharon, but he's just like
I have it open on
his mouth kind of chitters a little bit.
Okay, we're not getting any chat activity, right?
Of course.
No,
Okay.
of course. We've had some viewers pop in and out, but
No.
Yeah, I know. I can
You're
see him
going to
here.
want to talk to Duca Barash.
Duca.
Duca.
Duca Barash. He's at the Hive Market.
No. he's
Don't
got
laugh at
four
his name. You won't appreciate it.
His name count. First name count.
Count Duca.
Duca.
Ah.
Oh, we all got that joke. Come on.
Without the sci-fi, without the sci-fi opera veneer of Star Wars, like, if we were already in space and Star Wars came out, it would be like Die Hard.
Yeah.
So it's just like a stupid action movie.
That stupid
I
movie with the
like
space wizards.
How dare you say that?
That's
We don't
not
used to be
hard.
space wizards, just like the modern wizards magic bullshit.
So yeah, I'll go do the thing.
Although in the world of Starfighter, that's actually
Have you
totally
never been
legit.
to Akaton before?
Well, I've been around, but I'm a little newer to this area.
Answer's no.
So,
It's
Duca Barash is
Douchebag
at
speak
the
for
Hive
no.
Market, which is the city. It's about 87 miles to the west.
Oh, 87 miles. Gee whiz, how will I ever get there?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me better vocalize it. Better vocalize my anguish right now.
If
Told you
it's
it was
been a
gonna fly
pleasure
off
to
with the
meet
fucking
you,
jet.
however, I do have other pressing matters to attend to.
Oh,
so,
well, excuse me, sir. Actually, real quickly, do you guys have any modes of transportation so I can get there rather than, lugging
I'm
the big
sure
heavy
there's-
nuts and bolts?
if you walk around, if you go down,
Well,
you
the ship
can
is being worked on right now.
find
Yeah,
some,
you can't really.
some places where you can rent some cycles or a hovercraft.
That sounds outstanding. Thank you, good sir.
Good.
You need to take a shower after listening to that
Away from
conversation.
All right,
So
and then I
gross.
will proceed to
Okay.
do the thing. So,
Okay.
and that's basically what I'm gonna go
Splitting the
do.
party early. Good. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
You guys just wanted to go get food.
You decided not to come with us.
That's true.
That's
I-
your fault.
I felt
So,
heat and you want food.
While Linux is just wandering around Arl looking for something, some mode of a transportation. What are you guys doing?
We're going to my house.
I-
We're going. We're going.
I guess.
At this point, there's nothing I can do about it. She's gonna drag me there regardless. And if she shows
Come
up,
see all your cousins.
yeah, if she shows up without me, it's gonna be a whole different
Oh yeah,
problem.
you're right.
And
So-
I just want food, and
That's
I'll
fair.
follow these two places. I'm happy. I'm good. We're on a real planet. This is fantastic. And there's it
Yeah.
smells.
Yeah,
bad.
as you
It's
guys
great.
are walking through, once you get out of the dock, there's a real bustling, just tons of people, no sort of semblance of any sort of coherent streets or anything, just people just kind of crossing over. There's all these little bodegas and shops and stuff. People are like, fresh Akaton, Agaton, maps to the city. You know, people just screaming over each other. People talking in different languages and stuff like that. It's kind of packed and heavy as like
I am literally
vehicles
putting my
traveling over.
nose in the air, trying to smell food at this point. Like,
Oh, the smell
Yeah.
of food is kind of
Yeah.
everywhere.
and it's just absolutely
Whistling
debilitating
over.
to me at this point.
From the
Oh.
docks, Diz, you know that your family home is off in the Nest, which is a little subsection. It's kind of like if you were in LA, it'd be like little Yosoki town.
I love it.
And it's maybe about 40 minutes worth of a walk.
Okay, so I need you to look extra non-threatening.
So yeah, so you guys are kind of walking through.
I don't
You guys do
I
your
don't know
walk and
what you
talk.
mean.
You guys do your walk and talk.
I kind of like to give like a weak, bad smile that just shows teeth and just like.
Do you know?
No teeth. No teeth.
Does your mom know about what you do? Like, does she know that you like zip around space, freeing slaves?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm gonna,
okay. So
okay.
she's not gonna be weirded out.
I'm gonna point out Maz has a little filter, or to meet your parents. I don't know how much it matters.
Yeah,
I just
this
want to
is-
go to my house. I don't understand why there has to be the big hullabaloo about it. I just want to go see my family.
It doesn't have to be a big hullabaloo. I'm just gonna say.
it's-
You're making it a big hullabaloo.
It's-
So are you. Why are you asking me what my mom thinks about me?
Because if my aunt gets word of something she don't like, she's gonna talk to my mom, and that's gonna be a whole different problem.
Oh man.
Oh, that sucks for you.
Bama's mom, I bet is a piece of work. I picture curlers in the hair at all times.
All of it.
Just angry.
All of it.
But it's like all over her body because she's covered in fur. So it's just like a rat covered in curls.
Yeah. She ran for mayorship.
Like just in a bathrobe and angry.
A guinea pig covered in curlers.
Yeah, it's she ran for mayor a couple of years back of Yosoki Town, like little Yosoki Town.
Yosoki Town.
And her platform was like super wholesome and nice, and and she lost because she didn't want to play the politics game. Like, that's how bad it is. And I'm still mad at her for like forfeiting and just making all that money go to waste. But like at the same time, like Mama Mayor doesn't sound like a good time to me. So
Mama man. Mama man.
yeah, and that's what she was gonna make me call her. So I'm solid.
So is she terrifying, or you just have like zero spine
Wait,
when it
so-
comes to your mother?
Your mom thinks that you're a garbage truck driver?
Well, she doesn't know I got convicted.
I mean, to be fair, he was a garbage truck driver.
Does
And she
Boz
doesn't
that
know-
you were convicted?
Well,
She doesn't know that you're kind of at fault for that one.
I'm
So-
not convicted.
Convicted?
You mean captured?
No, I did time.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Was
Let's
it
forget
When
about
did you
that.
do
That was
time?
before.
Oh yeah, that was before, huh? Mm,
In the before time.
it was before time.
Oh,
Way
I
Um,
back.
don't know that.
Huh?
I don't think Maz knew that.
You know what?
well,
you did time?
She does now.
Maz knows now.
You did time?
I knew that.
Tell me
Yeah.
about it. Fantastic. We have something
God.
in common. One time, I was on this space station jail, right?
Can we just
And-
jump there?
No, you guys are doing your walk.
No, I actually think camera swipe and me starting a story is perfect.
Okay, that's fair. So, brevity-wise, you guys, make your way through.
That's a new thing now. Moz tells stories.
Okay, fair enough. You guys get to the Nest. And at this point, like, where at one point it was just like you saw Farron and Lashunta and Ishrin and all shapes and sizes of tons of Shobad and tons of Akeshti.
Shobad.
Yosoki all over the place.
Not so many Vesk?
There's a few Vesk, not as many, but as you kind of move into the Nest, it turned into like just Yosoki all over the place, and like they're not just like on the street; they're like climbing up walls and like doing things like there's some buildings that are like some businesses that like don't even have a door on the floor level. You gotta climb up and to get into the door on the second floor. Like this place is like kind of stacked up on top of each other like a weird barrows. It's exactly what you would think of like if rats could make a town. This is what it would look like.
It'd be
everything is super
cute
close
as
together.
fuck.
Yeah,
Oh
everything
my
is super
God.
close together. There's all sorts of things that like why is there like
So is there something like way more Yosoki than anything else?
yeah, everything is
Because at
way
that
more-
point, then it's just like an ocean of tiny rat people, and then like
yeah. So
rats.
you stuck out way more than you were like you stuck out a little bit. Just like you're a large vest to begin with.
if
But
you-
like here now, you're like if Cody just walked around Japan.
if he wasn't so clueless, he would feel really
I love little
self-conscious.
Tokyo.
However, he totally doesn't care.
Yeah, you're just walking around as all these like just all the cheeks.
By
and
the way-
squeaks, just tons of them.
All the cheeks.
All like coming
Stop
up to
it
your
with
thigh.
the rat shit. Like, you're gonna cause
That
problems.
wasn't an in-character statement. It was not an in-character statement.
Oh.
He just calls you squeaks and cheeks. Like,
That's fine, whatever.
You spend
You
a lot
like
of time,
nicknames?
and you finally get to your childhood home, Diz.
Yes.
And being that it's your childhood home, and the Yosoki tradition of like, no, there's not a whole lot of putting on of airs of like you just walk right in, and it is almost exactly as you left it. There's just tons of small, like even smaller for you, especially than cheeks and squeaks, just tinier like Yosoki, just like running around. It's just a madhouse. People like they're running around, yelling. People are throwing things. It's a mess. There's like
and
lots
she's
of
never been
music
happier.
playing. It's crazy. It's all nuts.
Mom, I'm home.
Mom, I'm home. Your mom, like, she kind of comes out here, she's like, oh, Dizzy, hell, it's so good to see you. And she immediately hands you a child. Immediately. Like,
Which one is this?
oh, this is one of your new baby brothers.
Oh God.
Yeah, there's been a few since you
Oh,
came back,
why?
since you left.
Mom.
So,
Because you're
hold on.
racist.
Mom.
She's kind of looking around. She's like, all right, so this is Ricky, Bobby, Jolie, Marley, Agnes, Remus. Those are the twins. This is Arlene, Basil, Rug, Tub, and that one's Daphne.
Chaz has made and written down a list for himself to reference at some point in us discussing coming to your family's home.
Did you name another one, Daphne?
All right, Daphne, dear, there's only so many names in the universe. You gotta
How
share
could you
sometimes.
name-
I don't have time for this. The soup is boiling, dear. Take care of your brother. It's a pleasure to meet y'all. She runs back.
Yeah,
into
it's
the kitchen.
great to be home.
No, I love that.
She named my little sister Daphne.
I love that
That's
there's...
my name.
Is there...
That's my name.
Disney's a nickname. I love that I walked in with these two, and she's just like, welcome home. Here is your baby sister that has the same name as you, and then walks off, says hello there, to like, I am nothing special. There's nothing weird, or it's
You don't care?
She's got
Guess.
like 30
There's
kids,
like
man.
50 kids in here.
Yeah.
Let's eat the soup and leave.
But you were so excited to come here. Isn't this...
I don't care.
It's very...
I've been replaced.
It's very
It's
loud
fine.
in this place.
I don't care.
This is...
Let's eat and leave. Let's just eat and leave.
All right, I'm down for that plan. Let's go.
Daphne needs to eat. Get her bottle.
Fuck Daphne.
This is an angry whisper. Oh my god.
I didn't know you were capable of that.
I'm so sorry. Did you do the Daphne thing on purpose?
No, I don't plan anything ahead of time.
That makes it better.
I'm so angry.
It's an accident. Oh.
Let's eat some
Chaz
goddamn
forgot your
soup.
character's real name,
Once-
just like
No,
your
I
parents
I
did.
did do it on purpose.
Oh, did you?
Of course I did it on purpose.
I believe you
I
did.
literally see her
Have
in
it
throes
written
of
down.
anger and just take the child away from her. They're like, hello, Daphne 2. We're gonna be friends. and then I just walk away.
I refer to Daffy Toon as mini squeaks.
Mini squeaks.
This whole part,
Like little squeaks.
Mods, you have to like crouch down. You're almost like doing like this weird squat walk, as the ceiling is only maybe about 5 foot tops.
I'm like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, so you're like taking up a big majority of the place, and at this point you've got like small Yosoki children just like crawling up your leg, like touching all of your stuff.
I immediately start playing with the children. I am the
You got
most
it.
unvest Vesk unknown to man. So this is just.
I'm just gonna brush them off
You're
because
on,
now I'm
what?
upset
Oh.
because I've been replaced by like 12 new children. Not that I was the youngest anyway, but this is unsettling.
It's that middle child syndrome. Middle children.
Middle.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna dig a bowl out of the fucking cabinet, and I'm gonna get some fucking soup.
It's like not even heated yet. She's just like, fucking God.
Yeah,
It's boiling
There's
over.
just like this it's just a large pot, just full of like vegetables and like it's something that you're very used to eating. Like oh, I remember these meals.
Yeah.
It's just like it's not a whole big on taste. It doesn't really matter. Like it's just substance and a lot of it. As your mother's just like standing on this like little thing, and she's got this big spoon that's like the size of one of your swords. She's just, like, Diz, it's so good to have you back. I'm so glad you're here, sweetheart. Could you do me a favor?
No.
Go. Daphne Arlene, wait. How dare you talk to your mother this way? I'm telling you, girl.
You don't even care where I've been.
I do care.
You don't care. You haven't even asked. You say, oh, it's so good to have you home because I'm another person to help you with all these fucking brats.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my soup and I'm going to leave.
Home.
I
come in right behind her and be like, thank you, this place is amazing, and I take way more bread than I should. And I just sit down and start shredding the bread into
you?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
How you doing, Auntie?
Oh, you looking so fine.
Thank you.
You such a healthy boy.
Yeah, I'm a little bit on the slim side, but we've been places.
We're gonna fix that up right now.
I hope
That's
so.
what we're gonna do.
Yep.
So we're gonna fix that up right now. Daphne, get your cousin a plate. Don't be rude.
I've already walked out the door with my soup.
I'm playing with the kids, and like I hear this exchange, and like I just like see her walking out. I see them talking. I just like I say at her mom, who I'm assuming does not hear this because oh god, everything.
It's a
and I'm just like
noise.
Thank you for your hospitality, Mrs. Squeaks, and like walk out behind Diz because like I have no idea what to do.
So Diz, you kind of walk. You kind of storm out all mad, and you kind of walk down this long hall, down in like a couple rooms over, kind of looking for your old room. You open it up and realize like, oh, there's like 4 other children that are in this room now.
This is the saddest homecoming ever.
I like it.
I like it.
Reminding why she left, I imagine.
Walk down, and you kind of hear this, and the Gallows, they take the lead. Like this is low hum of sound of some sports.
Yeah, you just tried to sports without any knowledge of sports, right?
I tried to space sports, which is like 4 sports removed from what I know, which is no sports.
It's a good attempt.
And you kind of peep in, and the one room that is quiet in the whole house, it's just empty with this glow of blue in it. It's kind of dark with this glow of blue. There's 3 or 4 chairs in there, but one big chair is kind of sitting there. And there's local space sports ball is on the screen.
Spaceball.
Baseball.
It's Papa's room, isn't it?
Daphne, is that you?
Yeah.
Come in here, my sweet girl.
I'm
Hi, Papa.
outside of the house eating at this point.
You walk up and you see your father, who's you know, been a couple of years, and he was already up in years as well, so he's got a little bit of gray.
From what I've seen, one
of
horny old bastard. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the way we are.
One of
Welcome
his
to the
eyes kinda
Yosoki
looked
Live.
over, which wasn't there
It's
originally when he
terrifying.
left.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
I've
it's
seen
so
some
good
things.
To see you, sweetheart. It's been a long time.
How have you been? Yeah. So I was enslaved for a second.
Oh my goodness, you just had all the adventures.
Yeah. It seems like you've had a couple adventures since I've been gone.
The Thatcher mines.
At this point,
they
like,
treat me good down at the mines.
after she mentions enslaved and whatever, and I walk in behind.
She
Like,
kinda- he
'cause I was
kinda goes
following
like-
her.
Here, he kind of reaches up and hands you a frothy,
Pure.
a slippery Acatonian
Cold
beverage.
frosty beer.
There you go. And I kind of heard you in there. Don't pay no mind to your mother. You know, your mama, she tries so
I'm
hard.
like hunched in the doorway, staring at this conversation.
Don't try
Like
too hard.
like your knees are clenched too.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of like.
I just, sometimes I wonder why. I just wondered why I came back.
Now would be a good time for a story, so we could get out of this
Help.
situation.
Speaking of mines, I'm not telling you, but no.
But yeah. So love you, Papa. It was nice to see you.
It was so good to see you, sweetheart. It does my heart good to know you're doing well.
God, this is really sad.
I'm not
Have
sad.
yourself some food and pay no mind to your mama. Give your brothers and sisters a kiss.
Okay.
Oh, 50 fucking
And,
Yeah, we're
thousand.
gonna
I'm
be
not
here
doing
for
that,
a while.
Just know I'm super proud of you. I'm super love you.
Oh.
At this point, I'm literally just like tipping the soup up in my face while walking to get another thing of soup. Like I'm just loading up, man. And the bread is literally just still in my cheeks. I haven't eaten any of it. I just know I'm going to use it later.
So you're using your
Soaking up the
your
soup
one-
and holding it in the bread in his cheeks.
At this
you're
point,
using your 1 square foot of storage
Yes.
space. In your
Yeah.
cheeks.
Are
Yeah.
you
He has
To
walking-
1
hold,
square
like-
foot of bread in his mouth.
yes, to hold like half a loaf.
Why? What? Have you left the room with your dad?
Yes.
Okay.
I
and
just
as
left.
As she walks out, like I kind of shuffled aside
Yeah,
and let her out.
it's a bit hard in that small hallway. You just kind of like, all right.
And again, I awkwardly just kind of look as like, Mr. Squeaks, and I walk out.
He kind of gives you a look back, like takes his ball cap that he's wearing.
Do my best to follow her. I'm just like, don't fit in this fucking place. This was not made for someone of my stature.
So before I took off,
So while you guys are in
Oh
this
yeah, that's right.
fade out, you've been just walking around.
well,
for a
before I
little
took off, I left a note at the ship. So basically, like just probably telling one of the people there to freaking let them know if they come back that I went off to go find proper documentation for us.
bit. Okay.
And then in which case, then yeah, I went for like to go check out and scope out, see what kind of rental things that they got.
Okay.
See if
So
pick one
you
up
walk
cheap.
around a little bit, and you kind of walk past some places that they're selling food and beads and like weird, just weird knickknacks and all sorts of stuff. Like people are selling what look to be like obviously beaten and worn down and crappy arms and armor and stuff like that. Just kind of everyone just kind of yelling over inside in this weird bazaar. You kind of get to this place where you see there's a bunch of junk cycles out there, a couple hovercrafts, stuff like that. So you kind of walk inside. It's big Farron walks out. Farrons, what they are is they're maybe about 4.5 feet to 5 feet tall tops. They're really broad and wide. They're almost as wide as they are tall. They're short, stocky, and they have like these weird square heads. What's that? What can I do for you?
Yes, good sir.
Coming into my shop, yeah, you want something? Come on.
Hello, Watto.
Well, I'm actually looking to rent a vehicle.
Of course you are, my friend. Yes, we got the best ones. Whiz bang, buddy. It's always.
Well, whiz bang. I need no whiz bang. All right. I need cheap bang.
Oh, cheap bang. Oh, it's not the place for you, my friend.
Oh
Whiz bang is the best.
I guess I'm in the wrong store then.
However, Marco's is the place to go.
Oh.
You need deal. I will give you deal. Yes.
All right. So how much we speaking?
Oh, what did you want, huh?
I need, like I said, cheap bang.
A cheap bang. It seems to something for something else. Yeah? I'm just fucking with you. I fuck with you. I come. So,
Oh my god.
If you look down at the junk cycles, it's good for you, yeah.
Not yet, but
it's a bit dangerous, yeah, but
point me to your cheapest one.
strapping young android like yourself. It's no problem for you.
He just called you a droid.
All good for you, huh? Junk cycle. I give you the junk cycle for the day. 300 credits. Walk away. All's fine. Everyone's happy. Yes.
You bribed a
300
dude for
credits?
fake papers for a freaking
That's pretty expensive. I could buy a cheap bang for 300 credits.
Please stop saying cheap bang.
You know what? In fact, actually, I'm gonna go see Roscoe down the road. So, and then I'll start walking out.
Go ahead and do a bluff check.
Natural 20.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
I just kind of hold his hands back, and I just kind of. No! Okay, come back, my friend. Okay. Oh, shrewd businessman, this one is, yes. Okay. I give you junk cycle, yeah?
Alright.
200 credits.
200 credits?
200.
200 credits?
Is that good? I don't even know. No
I
idea what a
tell
good
you
price.
what, I make you deal.
Okay,
Make you deal.
I'm ready to hear this. Okay, hit me, buddy.
Alright, here we go. And at this point, I'm gonna pull out two of
Oh,
the pistols
God.
or whatever, and I'm gonna set them up on the table. That
Oh my
collected.
god.
You see these?
Oh,
Those
murder
are very
hobo.
nice.
Yeah, they're extremely nice, exquisite.
Oh, let me see.
Oh,
Okay,
in fact,
I thought he was gonna shoot him.
well, of course.
His big blocky hand kind of picks one up and almost like engulfs the whole thing. And then, okay. Yeah, a nice price on this.
Exactly.
I really
These-
hope you took
these
the ammunition
All
out
right,
of those fucking guns.
what's a famous army? Something. I name off some famous
Bullshit
brand
a
of army.
planet.
I
So,
do not know this game.
oh well, they're famous across the whole universe.
Are you trying to do my voice? Are you
I've noticed that his
No,
accent just matches
Exactly.
whoever he's trying to
The
negotiate with.
android.
This slimy piece
God.
of garbage that we travel with. Stand
Pretty
up individual.
accurate.
I tell you what. You throw in both of those pistols and 50 credits, and they'll give you junk cycle for the day, yeah? Come on, Whiz Bang, you're not gonna get a better deal than that.
Roscoe offered it for
Roscoe,
free.
there is no Roscoe.
Oh, there's a
Roscoe, you bullshit me. You don't bullshit my friend.
God.
I hate everything.
Come on, man. Whiz Bang is all good.
I tell you what, I give you 1 and 50 credits. That is more than more than
75, huh? 1 and 75.
75. Come on.
We're gonna be here all night.
We're gonna be
This-
here all
this-
night.
I said cheap bang. You offered me whiz bang.
No, if you want cheap bang, then you need to go down to the more severe.
The parlor down the street.
I tell you what. Throw in a full tank of gas.
Okay, I can do that for you, my friend. Whiz bang is all good.
And I want no penalties for condition when it comes back.
Have you seen these bikes, my friend? Of course, no penalties.
You see this piece of shit that I read?
And I get to pick out which
You
one.
got nothing to worry about, man.
Of course, you can have anyone you want. I mean, they're all the same.
Oh, fuck. Oh, suicide mission.
Oh my
God damn it. That's what happens when
All
you
right.
get destroyed alone.
Pistol and 75 credits.
Alright.
And you got yourself a jump cycle for
Where
it.
are we at on time?
Fucking-
We're at 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Okay.
So we're gonna wrap this up? Or?
Probably good
Yeah.
point to
In
wrap
a
it up.
bit, in just a minute.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just a bit. We're almost done. So, you are going to grab your cycle. What do you guys want to do?
Well, at this point, I'm
Or are you
done
guys just
eating
gonna-
my
are you guys
third
just
bowl
gonna
of
hang
soup.
out at Diz's house for the duration?
I'm upset and I want to leave,
Yeah.
but these two seem to have planted themselves here.
No, I have no. I have.
I'm-
Been,
This one seems to have
yeah,
planted
I've
himself
been
here.
following her around
Only
awkwardly,
because I ate enough to where I can't walk.
and I'm looking at that pot of
Damn, you're
soup.
looking so healthy. I'm just
Thank you.
saying. Tell your mama I said hi.
I have not eaten the soup
Has this been
because
treating you
I
nice?
will eat all of the
Yeah,
soup.
I will talk to her.
I am
You
twice
don't
the
need
size
to
of
do
that.
that.
I'll talk to her. But
You
no,
go.
my
Oh,
cousin,
fuck.
you are cousins,
Oh.
and she should be treating you well.
She
That's what
treats
I'm
me.
saying.
She saved my life once.
I give him the pulse caster, by the way.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's worth 260 credits. So,
Okay.
friggin'.
She saved
still
my life once. I
freaking
mean, I
out.
can't super complain. You know.
Well, you know what? It's a good thing she saved your life. You know why? Because you were going to save her life so many more times. Yes, you are. She boops you on the nose.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
so good to see
Hey,
you.
we gotta head out. Thanks for the food. I
Well,
appreciate
here,
it.
Hold on, we'll take some of this with you. And she gives you like a satchel full of bread.
I-
Right on.
With you.
I'm staring at the big
Don't
old
want you
tub
to
of
lose
soup,
any more weight. Now do it. And she kind of pats you on
Not
the
at
back.
all.
and eventually I just grab a bowl and I scooped it up, and then like the time it takes for someone, I just basically like drink it like I would this small cup, just like wipe it off, and I was like, and like.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to meet you, Daphne. It's so good to have you back. It's so good to see you.
Don't say that name.
I'm gonna poke my head in and just be
I'm
like,
so
"Hey,
glad-
Maz, we gotta get
I'm
going."
just so glad. I'm so glad to see you and see you're doing good. And you're riding with your cousin. It's gonna give you. Oh, he's gonna do. It's gonna be so good for you. And I'm really.
Mom,
glad,
stop
I'm
talking.
really glad your friend didn't eat us all.
It's
At that point, I
okay.
looked up and was like, "No problem." You soup. Soup needs salt. I just like walk away.
I don't know what the song is, but it must be a biscuit. Can I say the B word?
Yes.
That's yeah. Hey, we gotta go. And I'm just gonna start like hugging kids as fat like in groups, like
Just
as
like-
many as I can hold at once. And
Most of these little things don't even know me because
How bad are these
apparently I'm
Ah,
old.
How bad
yeah, they
They're
need
just a
name
standard
tags or
jump
something.
cycle.
It's
They're
hard to
pretty
keep track
shitty,
of.
But like they're drivable.
Alright.
Did you just leave a note, or did you like send a comm to them?
I just strictly left a note.
Yeah.
He doesn't want us to find out till we get back.
Does paper exist?
I'm gonna ask
Does,
again.
assumption.
Did you just leave a note, or did you send a comm for them?
Is
Why
that your
would I
brother?
send a
Yeah.
call?
Okay.
They went to go grab food. I'm just simply trying to get freaking papers done.
I mean,
I mean, what could go wrong?
It's in we're in
you're
space
defrauding government paper. I'm not there. Never mind.
You're not there. So,
By the way, I do have my comm on me.
so you guys leave Diz's house after 10 minutes of like just tons of hugs and like byes and tell your cousin, give your cousin kisses, blah 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 blah. You know, all that stuff.
Yep.
Does it at least come with a helmet?
Huh?
Does it come with a helmet?
No.
You didn't negotiate for a helmet.
I can't believe that you would even like care about a helmet.
Yeah, sure.
You guys are now wandering the little Yusoki, kind of wandering the nest, kind of walking around, about to head off to do what you're doing. You guys kind of get back into the bazaar area, and all of a sudden there's this commotion that you can kind of hear, like people kind of like, and you kind of look down, and go ahead and roll a perception check.
Want me to roll piloting?
That's a 4. I rolled a 9.
14.
14.
17.
17. You, as you're like just being the standard mercenary vest that you are, you're like something is crazy is happening. You're on it. You're like focused on it. You guys are kind of looking around. You watch as this small, white-furred, red-eyed, pink-tailed Yusoki running through. She's holding onto something covered in a large blanket or a cloak of some sort. She's kind of running, looking over her shoulder, and she slams right into you.
Okay.
She kind of looks up at you. You look down, or you look.
Do I see anybody chasing her or anything like that, or just
there's still commotion like coming down. You look over. You recognize this is your little sister, who's only like 2 or 3 below you.
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3.
I
was waiting for you to say weeks.
Does she say anything about like?
Does she say anything?
You see
Yeah,
this
I say.
sister?
I was like,
'Cause that determines how I react.
Her name is Laura Bell, but
Oh my
everyone
God.
calls her Lux.
What?
Laura Bell, but everyone calls her Lux.
Lux?
Oh my God, Dizzy!
Okay, at this
You
point,
need to help me!
I look at the commotion.
They're after me! They're after
Hey,
me! And
grab her and run!
Well,
And at
that's
this point-
the next step. The moment I see that recognition, I hear I just grab her and I like just put her behind me,
and
and
at
like
this point,
just kind of looking ahead. What do I see?
at this point, as all that is happening, 2 big showbod kind of pushing across the crowd come barreling through on their like 2 arms holding,
Okay.
and their other arms. One of them is holding 2 long blades in each hand, and the other one is holding a long rifle.
I grab her, I
And
put her behind me, I pull out my
Push 'em
Daska,
back,
and I'm basically
and
ready
they
to
get
murder these dudes.
right up, like kind of push the crowd away, and that's where we're gonna leave tonight.
I'm gonna cut them in half.
Alright, do your outro.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
How far away am I at this point?
What do you mean, how far away are you?
Well, I imagine as soon as I get the speeder bike, I'm.
You get to find out when they get to find out. So, yeah. So, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Hopefully you guys had a good time. It's a very RP heavy episode, which are some of my favorites. But I promise you there's going to be a big mix of RP heavy episodes, action episodes, combat, all that fun stuff. Before we sign off tonight, I would like to talk about Child's Play one more time. They're, again, an amazing charity. If anything else that you take away from this, please look into them, see how you can get involved. They throw on all sorts of cool events where you can play games to raise money, or you can just donate in general. So go to their site, figure out how you can get involved with a charity that's doing amazing work. For all of us at Quantum Infinitum, I want to thank you for joining us, and see you next week.
Bye, Meshy.
Bye!